Welcome everybody. It has been a while since I addressed you this way. Last June was the last video I had made about my autism, and well, first of all, my apologies for the fact that I've been waiting so long with making an update video on how things go. The biggest reason for that is because there was very little to update about. Since June I have a new caretaker who visits me every week at home, which is a good thing, and she has helped me examine and look into more of my issues and is trying to find a suitable therapist or psychologist for me who can help me and who can treat my issues. As we know, I am autistic, but as our talks progressed and we delved deeper into my traumas and my issues, it appears that my autism is a complication rather than a main source of the negative spiral in my life. As we are aware, I am also adopted, and when I came to the Netherlands, it soon became clear that I had kidney issues, and I spent a lot of time in the hospital in the first few years of my life. Mind you, we are talking about the 1980s. A Ronald McDonald house was not there, and my parents could only visit during visiting hours, and after that I was left alone. Later in my life, around primary school time, a dramatic event happened in the lives of my parents and me, of which I will not go into detail at this point, but which involved a great loss, which was both traumatic and never properly resolved. However, it left me with a feeling of being not worthy enough, of not doing it right, or not having done enough to prevent whatever thing occurred. Not that I, as a child, would by any means have any possibility of power or influence to change anything that had happened. However, by not resolving the issue, by not having the proper aftercare after those events, also again, it was the 1980s, child psychology was literally new, and things like aftercare was not there yet, was not really done. And when I tell my doctors about the procedures back then, they roll their eyes and shake their head about how archaic those methods were back then. And changes within my own behavior when I grew up were, for similar reasons, not identified as such. I was identified as a problematic child, and that's it, and that was kind of normal back in those days. However, I'm still dealing with the consequences of it all, and that is still where I'm at this point in time, which is rather frustrating, because I'd like to take you along the route of what has happened since the end of June. My caretaker rather quickly came to the conclusion that I needed to resolve my unresolved trauma in order to be able to start fixing my behaviors, my urges, my problems, which I have today. And we started looking for suitable organizations with therapies which could help us. So after several weeks of searching, and looking through websites, we came to an organization in Beverwijk in the Netherlands, and I contacted my private physician in order for a referral, which was needed, of course. However, for some reason, my private physician did not wish to directly write referral for the specific organization in Beverwijk. No. They wanted to send me to an organization they usually work with, who has connections and, well, should be able to place me wherever I should be needed. And I'm fine with that. I don't really care if it goes left or if it goes right, if we go through organization A or organization B. I don't care. So they write referral for that organization located in Amsterdam. That organization calls me and asks me, well, what do you want? What is the issue? I explain to them what the issue is. Unresolved trauma, I'm autistic. And they ask, what do you want? Do you want to speak a psychologist for every few weeks for half an hour, or do you want therapy? So I say, no, I want therapy. Fine, the man agrees, and he will sign me up, and someone will contact me later. A few weeks pass, and I'm getting a call from another organization who is supposed to be doing the therapy itself, and I explain again what the issue is about, and I mention the fact that I'm autistic. And then he says, oh, there's a contraindication. We cannot help you when you're autistic. And pretty much leaves it at that, hangs up. No aftercare, no referral to anything else, just, no, we cannot do it, and hangs up. We then again contact my private physician and ask them for a referral to the specific organization we had already found and knew they were working with autistic people and would be able to perform the therapies I need. Mind you, this entire going back and forth between my private physician, the two organizations who cannot help me, has taken several months already. So the private physician finally refers me to the proper organization, and unfortunately the proper organization is one of few who actually does it, and due to Corona, due to everything going around in the world, they are full. They've got a waiting list, and the waiting list is so long that they are not adding anyone else to it anymore. So back to square one again. My caretaker goes looking for me again and starts searching smaller organizations, private therapists, psychologists, anyone who might be able to help me. And just a month ago or so, we found an organization which does have a waiting list, but does not have a stop on the waiting list, who helps people with autism, and I request another referral to that place from my private physician. A week goes by and I get a message that I can collect the referral note at the doctor's office. So yesterday I go there in order to collect the referral note, and I come at the desk and no referral note. So the lady at the desk starts looking and contacts one of the doctors that is currently present, and I'm being explained that they contacted the organization which should be able to help me, and they gave them their view of my issues, and that organization would have mentioned that they are not able to help me. So back to square one again. And at this point, I both have my caretaker as well as the psychiatric nurse from the doctor's office in contact with each other and looking for organizations, people, anything who can help me. So it's taken a half a year and I still do not have anything noteworthy to say about this improved, this changed or not. Even worse maybe, this is very frustrating and this is very annoying and it's rather hard, to be honest. They hope to be able to give me some news, some ideas, something to look for today or tomorrow. If not, then the entire issue is taken over into next year and we will start looking again in January 2022. Meanwhile, time is ticking away. So be it, I guess. And with that, I want to end this video. First of all, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I hope you will all get through it safely. Please be careful with COVID. Wear masks where needed. Get vaccinated. Keep each other safe. And if you like what you heard, if you want to follow me, if you want to know more, please hit that like and subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. And I hope to see you all next year. Thank you very much.